Okay, welcome to a rather windy Rattling Hope, where, as you can hear the wind. I'm just testing out a new camera I've got for the telescope, which is the ZWO ASI2600 MC Pro, which is a APS-C format camera. So let's have a look at it. Okay, you can see it's mounted on an EQ6 Pro mount, and it's on a 10-inch Meade SCT. So there's the camera. Got the ZWO focuser there. We have a 220 guide camera, and we have the box of tricks, which is the AsiAir or ASI Air with everything plugged in. I've got it down now to only 2 wires coming up from the mount to the telescope, which is rather neat, and that is my power box there. That's got two transformers in it to give all the power I need. Like I say, the only 2 wires we've got is the mount wire and this wire here, which is really long and hopefully doesn't cause any problems. So at the moment it's just shooting some darks, and hopefully if this weather perks up we can do some astronomy tonight. We got lucky last night, we did a little bit. So yeah, it's all looking good, and this is a big upgrade for me from the previous camera, which was the ASI 585 Pro S, well, Pro something or other, Pro something. Here is this attachment here is the filter drawer. I've just gone to a 2-inch connection here, but that's a filter drawer, just pulls out, you can pop a different filter in. Okay, and the guide scope I'm using, guide scope finder scope, 60mm, cheapie off what's it called, AliExpress, about 60 quid there. What I like about this is you can lock off, once you've got your focus you can lock everything off, so all you got to do is shove your camera in each time. And the camera I'm using for guiding is the 220, the ASI 220 Mini, which is supposedly a bit better than the 120, the older one. So that's the setup, and hopefully we'll have some good pictures to better show you very soon. Some other inventions I've got here, these plates I've made, which I can put tent pegs in them to hold them steady. Once I've got my perfect polar alignment, I can use them, I can just put some pegs in them to hold them still. And that's it. Okie dokie. Right, one thing about this telescope, you might have noticed that it's got a rather unusual wrapping on it of silver and blue straps. Okay, under here is a heater. Okay, and on some really cold nights I was getting a bit of frosting on the lens. So this now is wrapped with a very simple, you can see there, foam sleep mat from Decathlon. So that's cost me about £8 plus the straps. They were about £5 cut down, and that should keep it warmer. It's only an R1 rating, which is a rating for insulation. You can see the bulge there of the heating. But yeah, so a bit about the gear that I've got. I bought this OTA, this tube, second hand. Got this the mount second hand. That was around about £1,000 I paid for that. They're about 1,600 new. Pretty much everything else is new. This camera, the filter drawer and some filters have come from the widescreen sensor. They've been brilliant, they've been absolutely fabulous to deal with. The AsiAir and the 585 Pro camera came from Rother Valley Optics, again another great company to deal with, really helpful. That camera and that came from AliExpress. and the focuser also came from AliExpress. Now what I would suggest is if you're going to buy anything really expensive, buy it in the UK. If that breaks and I've got to send it back to China, it's not worth it, I'll have to bin it. Same with that. That is guaranteed in this country, that's guaranteed in this country, and so is the 585 camera. So you're taking a gamble if you're buying imported stuff yourself. You'll have to be careful. Obviously there's a gamble of buying second hand, but as you can see, this mount, don't know how well it's coming across the camera, it is like brand new. It's in absolutely beautiful condition, so I'm really pleased with that. Okay,